The eldest brother forced a bowl of scalding poison down his younger sister's throat. Before she could even struggle, he shoved her into a thin wooden coffin. Together with a corrupt monk, he wrapped the coffin tightly with thick ropes, then hammered the lid shut with heavy iron nails. As they worked, he cursed with cold-hearted greed. "Everything our parents left belongs to me. Once you're dead, no one will ever fight me for it again." Carrying the coffin to the abandoned graveyard behind the village, he dug a deep pit, threw it inside, and buried it beneath layers of earth. Satisfied that his sister could never escape, he walked away believing she was doomed. But heaven had not abandoned the innocent. Not long afterward, a gigantic spiritual green turtle, as large as a millstone, slowly crawled toward the burial site. It was the very creature that the young woman's mother had rescued years before. Long ago, when the turtle had been trapped beside a river, her mother had saved its life. Before she passed away, she entrusted the turtle with one final promise: to protect her daughter no matter what happened. The faithful guardian reached the fresh grave and furiously clawed through the soil. Before long, it uncovered the coffin. With one powerful bite, it snapped the ropes. Then it slammed its massive shell against the lid, sending it flying open. The turtle gently placed a glowing jade-green medicinal herb into the young woman's mouth. Within moments, the deadly poison vanished from her body. As she slowly opened her eyes and saw the enormous turtle shedding tears, she immediately fell to her knees in gratitude, thanking it for saving her life. The turtle carried her deep into the forest, where it led her to a hidden stone cave filled with silver, precious medicinal herbs, and enough food to survive for years. Using the silver, the young woman opened a small herbal medicine clinic in the nearby town. She treated the poor without charging a single coin, healing anyone who came to her door regardless of their wealth. Before long, her kindness became known throughout the region, and everyone praised her compassionate heart. Meanwhile, the spiritual turtle quietly remained in the garden behind the clinic, silently watching over her every single night. As for the eldest brother, after stealing the entire family fortune, he wasted everything on gambling and drinking. In less than 6 months, every coin was gone. Buried under enormous debts, he was beaten by ruthless creditors until he was forced to wander the roads as a beggar. Eventually, he discovered his sister's thriving clinic. Instead of feeling remorse, jealousy filled his heart once again. One night, he secretly set the clinic on fire, intending to burn his sister alive and steal her wealth. As flames consumed the building, the spiritual turtle rushed into the inferno and carried her safely outside. Its shell was scorched black, deep cracks spread across its back, and it exhausted every last ounce of its spiritual power to keep her unharmed. Then, as if heaven itself answered, a torrential rain poured down and extinguished the fire. Bathed in a soft emerald light, the turtle's body slowly transformed into a young man dressed in flowing green robes. He respectfully bowed before the young woman. "Your mother entrusted me with protecting you. Now that my spiritual power has been completely exhausted, I have taken human form. From this day forward, I will continue to protect you by your side." The young woman stood frozen in amazement before tears of joy filled her eyes. Soon afterward, the local authorities completed their investigation into the eldest brother's crimes. He was sentenced to exile 3,000 li away, never to return to his homeland again. From that day on, the young woman's clinic flourished more than ever. The young man in green remained beside her, helping care for the patients and manage the clinic. Together, they devoted their lives to kindness and compassion, proving that goodness is never forgotten. Evil always brings its own punishment, while those who choose mercy and virtue will, in time, receive the blessings they deserve. And the quiet promise of protection made so many years before was finally repaid with the happy ending it had always been meant to have.